I hope he gets better. All right, guys, if you know anything about the Walt Disney World Mickey fall wreaths, then you know they're full of bright reds, bright oranges, bright yellows. And while I love that, that's just not my style in my home for fall. I'm a little bit more muted. So what I did is I went to Hobby Lobby and picked up stems, leaves, pumpkins, everything that's going to match my decor. Feel free to use whatever you want. Okay, so now on to the actual Mickey pumpkin. Those are just two little balls from Dollar Tree. They're foam filled, which makes them nice and light and easy to use. And then my main Mickey head is a Hobby Lobby pumpkin that was $17.99. We got 40% off for fall, and it may not look like much now, guys, but come on, I promise it's gonna be great. All right, guys, so I have done the first coat of spray paint and it's already looking so cute for the caramel color. I didn't quite think this through, so there may be a little bit from where it sits up against the box that I have to touch up, but that's not a big deal. I can go back and do that whenever I do my second coat. But yeah, so now we wait for this one to dry. A really good tip when you're putting any type of wreath together is lay out your placement before you glue. It helps because you're not tied down. You can change your mind a million times if you want to. But I kind of played with where I wanted things. I alternated my more orange leaves with my light muted leaves, added a little bit of eucalyptus in there. And of course, we cannot forget my fuzzy pumpkins. They just scream cozy fall to me, and I wanted them in my wreath. I know they're not in the original Mickey wreath, but like I said, guys, we are making this customizable to our home. What we've done is we've placed everything where we want it. I've touched up some stuff with hot glue. And honestly, guys, when you have these long stemmed items, sometimes you don't even have to hot glue them down. If it's not going to be in a spot that's outdoors or that's going to be moved a lot, sometimes I won't even glue them down because they have the long enough stems where you can just kind of tuck them in, and I'll show you. Like, I will tuck in, I don't know if you can see some of them. I will just tuck in the stems so they stay nice and tight. Now, one thing I will show you with the hot glue gun, sometimes these are just meh. So what I'll do is I will take them off, like disassemble them from the stem. And then I will take some of my hot glue and I'll just pop it right on there, just like that. And then take it and put it right on your wreath. And then you can kind of arrange these around how you want. That guy is stuck on there. So I'm going to do the same. You can see I've got them marked. They're not in there. I don't want these stems. I'm just going to pull them out. Super easy. Again, put some hot glue on there. Go right back where I was. I know my spot. And this is also going to help hold on your leaves. All of our pumpkins are secure. We've hot glued those down. So now what you want to do is you want to take your filler pieces. So for me, it is pine cones. So what we're going to do is you're going to find the spaces, and I'm just going to load up some glue on there just like that. And you're just going to find your places that need some filler, like right here. I need some filler right there. So that's where I'm going to do a pine cone. All right, friends, here is our finished wreath. So I'm just going to try and take you around to see some details. Here's our pumpkins that we've glued nice and hidden. Everything's a filler piece. There's another one of our pine cone filler pieces. We've got so many textures, shapes, colors, and it's 100% customized to my style for fall. Sorry, y'all. I was practicing sketching out my little Mickey face, and I'm here to tell you I am no artist, but we're going to make this work. So kind of practice, look at some pictures, and rough sketch your Mickey just to get the hang of it before you put it on your pumpkin.
All right, like I mentioned before, I am not very artistic, so I didn't trust myself to go straight in with paint and just completely botch my Mickey. So all I'm doing here is I took a pen and I just traced out my eyes, nose, and mouth. And what I'll do after is I will go, like you see here, and I will trace over that with my paint.
All right, guys, so I am just trying to be artistic. It's harder than I thought. I warned you guys. But this is kind of my inspo picture. So I'm doing the yellow behind his eyes. Probably going to go over with like a brighter orange and then a yellow mouth. So now I'm just kind of looking at his nose area. All right, so we have got the first layer of paint. And he looks a little scary, but he doesn't have his pupils yet. So we're gonna see it out. But I hope he gets better. He's gonna get better, right? All right, so all I did was just start tracing over those lines. I went back for his little pupils, and it's gonna probably take multiple coats. That's what I'm finding. Maybe if you have a better paint, it won't. But I'm finding that it's taking me several coats to actually get the finish, but you just kind of keep going back in and going over until you're happy with his completed look. I'm just trying to go in and cover my other lines of where I traced. You can see he's taken shape. So I went ahead and did one ear, but I'm going to show you. So we have the hole here. What I did, you can break little dowels, but I have these nail cuticle pushers, which are actually perfect because one end is larger and then one end points, which goes perfectly through this harder plastic pumpkin. Oops. So what I did is I took the thicker end, and you can put a dab of glue on here if you want to, just to make it stick. So you end up having this, and then you come over here, and I'm hoping that I don't mess this up, and you push in. Now, so you don't push through your ball, I'm going to remove that to finish pushing this down, right? Okay, so you've got your stick. Now you're going to take your ear. Oh, we got to go a little bit further, see? So we're going to go a little bit further down, come back over here, put our ear back on. There you go. So there's our little Mickey. Okay, so I don't have a green stem, so something that I'm going to do with my Mickey, just to kind of tie him into my decor, is just take a piece of sisal rope and gently wrap it around. I'm going to start with this piece here in the back so it's hidden. And I'm just going to wrap this rope around the stem. All right, guys, so what I've decided is I want to make my Mickey removable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to hot glue it here and then hot glue up here so I create a loop. All right, here is our finished Mickey. So what I did is I ended up having to hot glue my loop in the back with my sisal. There's just the loop, like I said, and I hot glued it to the back of the wreath to get him to stay. But if you wanted to remove it, you could. Like if you got sick of your Mickey for some reason, you could absolutely remove it. But look how cute he is. I think you could totally hang this in the park. Look at all the detail with our Mickey. Little textured pumpkins, Mickey face. All right, let me know, guys. Are you going to make your own Mickey wreath? If so, I want to see it. Good luck. Happy fall, y'all. And let's mouse it up.
Is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams.